All right, welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to yet another TapDaddyBeats stream. I hope you guys are having a good Saturday morning. Today we're just gonna be making beats, of course, as we always do on Saturday mornings. And I got a good feeling about today. I think I'm hoping to really make a banger. Welcome on in. We're just gonna be working in Ableton Live, just cooking up music. Before we dive into all that, let me show you guys what we are listening to. This is the opening track, Nightless Days, from my new EP, Sunrise Serenade. If you're looking for the music, definitely go check it out. It's such a good release. I love this EP, man. It's like very I guess I would call it like very sunny, kind of like boom bap and chill hop kind of stuff, you know. But yeah, let me I'll drop you guys a link for anybody curious to check it out, and then we're gonna dive into a beat. Let's get that going. So yeah, here's a link for anybody curious. Boom, there you go. Hey, let's dive into it. Let's waste no time. Let's just get in with the beat making. Let's full screen Ableton here. Now, as you see down in the left hand corner, I made a new drum rack this morning. Good stuff. But yeah, I think before we dive into drums or anything, let's maybe sift through some sample material, see what we got to chop. Let's see. So, all right. Let's see. I got to get back out into my other. Here we go. Okay, so now I spent a bit of time this week just gathering new material and whatnot. Let's just kind of see what we've got to work with here. Pretty lovely lounge jazz kind of stuff. That's pretty good. I mean, that could be pretty beautiful. What else we got here? Okay, some nice like Rhodes keys. Maybe not the vibe for this track, but I could definitely see myself chopping these. Maybe on the next one. Okay. Some nice, very lo-fi kind of Rhodes. What is this? Ooh. Oh, that makes me happy. God damn. Okay. Wow. I gotta think about this one, because I think this is what I want to sample for sure. This just makes me feel good. Oh man, that's such a lovely vibe. All right, boy, now I feel like the pressure's on to get some really good drums. Now I like this kit. It's a little extreme. I feel like if we rolled off the highs on this, it might be the right vibe for this. But I'm kind of thinking like, yeah, let's hit like a nice like boom bap, jazzy, chill hop, something a little bit, maybe something new Jobbies-esque. I don't know. Let's just dive in with a boom bap beat. And I think these chords are going to be beautiful. That's going to be great. All right. Let's pause that. Let's remember what this is. Okay, guys, don't let me forget what this is. This is Blue Mood piano chords. Okay, let me set that back so that I gotta line it up with my There we go. Okay. It's gotta look nice, okay? All right. Let's get in with it. All right. So I haven't really decided BPM yet. We're just gonna I think for this kind of stuff, like if you keep it kind of simple on the drum pattern, focus more on texture when it comes to drums, I think that's going to be kind of the vibe. Simple, man. Simple. Making music is easy. Let's, I actually liked the full, like, what we laid down there. Maybe we get all of that. Because we had only one variation in this B-side of that, like one open hat. I like the feeling of this kick with these hi-hats. I don't know. It's just like, it's satisfying. That's good. Okay. Does this wrap around nicely, though? I would say so. Cool. Now let's really get processing these drums, you know? First things first. I told you guys, I want to roll off the highs a little bit. Make it a little bit more lo-fi-esque. Put it in a little bit more of a chill hop vein. Like, come on, that feels good. I'm not even sure how much I want to like punch this up, you know? I usually will bring out, and we could try a little bit of decapitator to give it a little bit more extra bite, but I think what's really going to seal the deal on this is a little bit of compression. So I'm going to go ahead and grab my LA2A compressor. This guy, yeah. You can already feel that kind of lifted it up a little nicely. Okay, that is feeling nice. Let's get a little bit of decapitator. Let's just try it. See if it's going to be too extreme for this or if it's going to be just right. I saw somebody use decapitator on vocals the other day. I thought that was super interesting. I don't know. Might have to, try throwing it on a, because it's a nice saturator. That's really what decapitator is. I have to try that sometime. It's like if we want some of that crunch, that's a good way of getting it. But at the same time, I'm not sure I'm a fan of what this is doing to the snare. Yeah, let's keep it more simple, Let gain staging kind of carry it to where we want it to be. But in the meantime, let's go back to that piano sample, that beautiful, beautiful piano sample. And we got a choice to make. Are we going to chop this? Or are we going to loop it? It's fine to do either. I feel like, for anybody that feels like you've got to chop everything, Don't. Genuinely, don't. Stop making silly rules for yourself. Just make the best music possible. So this is what... Yeah, this is what we're thinking of sampling. Let's just pull this on here, see what this sounds like. I'm not sure if there was like timing stuff in here or if like this is just warped oddly. We're at 161.5 BPM. Dude, that's gross. Let's call this 162, aka 81 BPM. Yeah, so I think we will chop this. I have a hunch, though, that it's just, like, not warped right. So what is the typical beat? So this is, like, 75. If we warp this, and we try to, essentially, if you want to think about this visually, we're trying to get this to stretch all the way to right here, right? So we'll just... warp it, see what it sounds like, but we might chop it, you know. What's up, Ken? How you doing, man? How you doing? Good to see you, dude. You got here just in time, man. We just got our drums, we got our sample material. Now we're about to really get into it, man. But yeah, how's your morning going? Let's see if we can just stretch this out a little bit. Okay. I'm eyeballing it. Yeah, we're just gonna scoot that out. We're almost there. I think it's gonna be something like this. Maybe not. Actually, we may have overshot it. Let's see. Here we go. It's a little bit easier coming back. There we go. Yeah, let's just chop it. See, this is gonna be a whole thing. So let's chop it, and then that actually gives us a little bit more freedom because we can do like some stutters, some repeats. We can rearrange the chords if we want to. Yeah, I think that's gonna be the right choice here. So you see, I'm gonna just highlight this MIDI track. We're just gonna drag this down in here, and it's gonna automatically put it in simpler for us. Now, let's see. We don't want the warping on this, I don't think. I think we just want to chop by slices. And, you see, if we did it by region, we're going to get kind of weird. Unless if that's going to be kind of the ticket, and then we could do, like... Now, let's do it manually. Manually. Yeah, you see... I don't know how many of you guys watch John Makes Beats, but he swears by doing it manually every time. He says that if you chop by regions, that he can tell that you chopped by regions. I'm not going to lie. I love watching John make beats, you know. But at the same time, like, dude, if the regions is just like what you're going for anyways, and you can always go back and shuffle things around. I don't know. I think sometimes it's best to work smarter, not harder. But I kind of get where he's coming from. Let's see what these sound like. Okay, now... Oh, dude. This is going to be good. I can already tell. Now we got to make some decisions. Are we going to give this its own slice? I believe so. Oh. Doesn't that just feel like coming home? It's just, man, that's nice. We gotta make sure we get the full spread on this guy. Let's tighten these up a bit. It is a little bit more tedious doing it by hand, but it's worth it. That's good. Nice little bright chord there. That's good. Yeah, Ken's asking, that's the Ableton sampler? Yes, this is the stock Ableton sampler. It's called Simpler, and you can use it like 1,000 different ways, man. It's super versatile, and in fact, I prefer chopping samples in Simpler to the MPC software, you know? Because I am, in fact, rocking an MPC right here, and technically, I can use the MPC software natively within Ableton. But dude, I don't know. After there's quite a few reasons. I was kind of talking about it last stream. But I just really fell in love with Simpler. You know, I think it's very appropriately named. It's very simple, but very powerful, you know. And I guess what I mean by that is I can chop by slices just like I am right now. But I can also use I can turn these into like pitched one shots. So if I have like a one shot of something, I can make a full instrument. I can map it to every key on my keyboard, you know. I can make pads out of this by intricately looping sounds, you know. It's just very easy to use, very simple and very straightforward, and I highly recommend it to anybody if you haven't played around with it yet. But yeah, MPC Studio, you're right. Yeah, that's the MPC Studio. One of the, you know what I love about this guy? So this is, you know, from the MPC line, you know, this is probably the cheapest true MPC that you can get, right? Now, it's not a standalone MPC. It does have to be connected to the computer, but it is part of the MPC line and not part of the, like, MPD line, or, you know, like they have a couple different lines of, you know, Akai puts out a couple different lines of samplers. Now, the reason why I really value the MPC line over the MPD line is because the pads are actually different, the quality of the pads. I don't know. And, you know, I saw this being discussed to all ends, you know, in the MPC community, but basically the pads on anything that is an MPC is just like a little bit more higher quality in terms of its accuracy and how it, you know, its durability, its ability to read, you know, velocity. Just like a little bit more advantageous than the MPD line. The MPD pads, I saw people kind of complaining a little bit about some bugginess, about double bounce and just stuff like that. I don't know. I don't know if I'm making sense, man. But point is, very cheap MPC. I think you could probably get one of these, like, I don't know. I bought this new for like $400 back in the day, like 5 or 6 years ago. I bet you could get one of these for like $200 if you know where to look, you know. So I don't know. It's nice. It's nice. I like it. All right, let's see where we were at here. And then it wraps around. Ah, lovely. Resolve. Ah, dude, this is gonna be good. I'm not sure if I'll do the full progression there, but I am thinking like this. this is some Charlie Brown ass shit, dude. Like, this is like really. Oh, man. Okay, so I gotta figure out. I don't think I'm gonna hit these notes. I'm gonna alternate between these two. But then on one of these, I want to jump out of that and go. Ah. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, let's lay that down. Let's lay that down. Oh, dude, let's capture that. Oh, dude, this is gonna be a good beat. I have a feeling. Oh my gosh, isn't this giving like Charlie Brown vibes? We're having a very tappy Christmas. Now, do we like the timing of this? Like that walk up coming in on 3? Like, do we want to build this in 4 bars at a time? Or do we want to do something kind of odd and give them like 12 bars instead of 16? Like, this might be kind of interesting, you know? Like, if we... Like, what if we did this? I'm just curious. What if we built a song 6 bars at a time instead of 8? I don't know. We're kind of playing with it. We'll mess with it. But yeah, Ken is asking, will the sampler tell you what key you are in? That's a good question. I'm actually uncertain because Ableton Live 12 has like so much more functionality. And I think one of the functionalities, and don't quote me on this, we'll have to look it up. But I think one of the functionality is like has a lot more to do with key signature and being able to, I'm not sure if it identifies key signature or if you can just like set key signature in your project. Like, I don't know, they did some updates to how they handle key signatures, and it wouldn't surprise me if that was part of the functionality. I'm not quite sure. We're working in Ableton Live 11 today just because, you know, it's Ableton Live 12 is so intensive while I'm live on stream. It kills my CPU. But that's a good question. I really don't know the answer. Personally, though, I like to just kind of feel it out. Like, even when the sample tells me, like, this sample is in D major, I don't pay attention to it. I just use my ears, man. And dude, that is perhaps the biggest skill that you can grow for yourself, you know, as a sample-based producer, is being able to just hear something and automatically kind of jump into the right key. Letting your ears tell you when you are hitting a wrong note, you know? Which is, you know, easier said than done. I think it takes years and years of like experience and kind of like ear training. But this is why I feel like that, you know, the more that you make beats, the more that you start to develop skills that are almost subconscious, maybe things that you aren't necessarily like thinking about, It's the things like being able to tell when you're playing the wrong note and having that like click in with your spidey senses and go, oh, I need to go up a note or down a note, So I don't know. I think that's honestly like, I'm always telling you guys to make as many beats as possible. That's how you get really good at this. And it's like small skill sets like that I think are the reason why that's the case, So I don't know. Food for thought, man. All right, let's hear this in 6-bar increments. That means our artist is going to have to write verses 6 bars at a time. Or 12 bars, sorry. We're going 12. There's some small stuff I want to touch up in here. Yeah, I'm thinking we kind of let them get lost in a 12-bar sequence, or just kind of makes it feel timeless. I don't know. All right, now there's some subtle things that I want to kind of address here. First of all, let's play around with the pitch of this. Would this feel a lot warmer if we pitch it down a little bit? It's getting a little bit more dramatic. I don't know, though. The more that we go down, kind of the more muddier it's going to be. But it also kind of has a little bit more, like, drama to it. But I'm not sure if I like that muddiness. Let's try up a step. This might be one where we just keep it at the original keys. You don't have to transpose it every time, right? If the answer really is the key that it's already in, like don't screw up a good thing. All right, let's do this. Now, there was one little timing issue. See, there's like a little millisecond where it doesn't quite hit. And I think this is a little bit ahead to begin with. We could probably just scoot this back a little bit. That'll probably solve our issue here. Now, I don't think we need it to be directly on it. In fact, you'll see like this guy up here is a little bit behind, and I feel like sometimes that's okay for it to be like a little bit behind. Much better. Let's replay this guy. I also thought I heard a hi-hat stutter. Yeah, you guys could even see that right there. I mean, it's kind of interesting, but yeah, let's get rid of that second guy. Cool. All right. So we just fixed these first two. Let's bring that over. All right. How far in the red are we? Jesus. Let's bring this down a little bit. All right. Now let's like turn our volume up, in our headphones. Okay. I want to get one more sampled element in here that is just something really golden and like, something like a trumpet or a saxophone, as we like to do, Okay, well that's in a minor key. That could almost be cool. In fact, it's so close. Let's mess with it, but I really don't have much faith that these chords are gonna be like vibing. First of all, we can turn that gain down. Turn it to complex. Woo! Oh, are you kidding me? Oh, what? Oh, that's so good. But you know, because we chose to do this in 6 bars, we're gonna have to like play with this a bit. Let's see if Complex Pro sounds a little bit better. I think so. Let's also get a little bit of glossiness on this. A little vocal pop-pop. Dude. Way too much. Oh, here we go. Ba ba ba. Ba ba ba. Boom, boom. Yup. We'll have some sort of extra fill there. Ooh. Yeah, this is like a Charlie Brown type beat. This is, I don't know. This is like if Charlie Brown and Nujabes hung out for a day. This is what they would be cooking up. Oh, man. Alright, let's play around with this sax though. I feel like we might be able to get this to sit in here a little bit better. Like, what if we vinyl process this to kind of minimize it a little bit? I might kill this, but we'll see. Oh, you see, like, this is fitting in that mix a lot better. Let's see if we do it before the reverb. Oh, yeah. Okay, now we need some, like, vibey detailings and whatnot. Gosh, if we could kind of go anywhere from here. I feel like if we stuck to more like realistic instruments, that might be... But I don't know. I feel like there's certain things that we might want to try. Let's just bust out the Augmented Mallets plugin. There's usually some good stuff in there. God, we are like at such a good starting point here. What do we want? I remember Golden Ferns had a pretty cool sound to it if you mess with it a bit. What's up, Signature? How you doing today, man? He's like, just jazz club vibe. Nice one. Thank you, man. Yeah, really. So, let's mess with this sound a little bit. I don't like that rattling. Where is that? I'm not sure if we can get rid of that. Oh, I didn't realize I had a little key display. I'll keep that up for you guys. Panic! Hit the panic button! Gotta appreciate when, you know, plugins, they include a panic button in case if it's just like going crazy, you need to shut it off. I think really the key to this, to not getting that rattling sound, is we're gonna just play it very quietly. Potentially. I feel like we're still not quite there yet. Let's go ahead and extend this out. Yeah, so like these need to be quieter. In fact, this is where we can really make sure that these velocities are down where we need them. Like down here. Yo, what's up, Light Clothed? How you doing, man? How you doing? Oh man, Light Clothed, I finished up V3 last night, by the way. I'm gonna send it to you later today. I'm excited to show you. I'm like really happy with where we're at with that. But yeah, how's your morning going, dude? Let's see where we're if we got rid of all of those rattling sounds. Oh. Now, do we want all of the... I think we don't want the saxophone in this section. I think we need to trade off, right? There we go. Maybe we could get some strings in here. That could be cool. Okay, yeah. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. All right. Let's hop over. I want to see if there's any strings that we could sample, like a nice little orchestral something in the background. Yikes, it's very loud. But that is kind of like the quality. We are kind of looking for like a real screamer that we can put in the background. You know what I mean? Let's you see, that could be good. What else we got here? Not quite the vibe we're going for today. I think this is gonna be it, but wow, we're gonna want to really put this in the background. Yikes. Very loud. Let's turn it way down. Okay, so like, I'm not sure if there's a lot of movement in here, and I kind of just want the ba-dum-bum-bum-ba. Hold them on that note. See, I'm not sure if I want to go all the way up like that. So let's figure it out. Let's also change the warping on this. So we want to extend this out like... Let's see, we might need to like scoot that. Okay, yeah. In fact, let's just get rid of that. Let's make sure that this feels seamless, right? That doesn't feel seamless. See, yeah, that's not quite. Boy, trying to get this to go effortlessly, just trying to extend this note. Fact, let's start this over because like I think I was trying to grab too much range at the same time. Yeah, this is really like what we're wanting to do. Okay, you see? All right. That still feels a little bit odd. Might even be that this needs to come back one. Okay, we'll figure out. Difficulties. Come on. See, there's just like slight movement in this. I'll tell you what I think we could do. Let's take this guy. Let's plop him down here. Let's reverse him. Because there's like a little bit of movement here, and I feel like these need to connect better. Yeah. Okay, let's start figuring this out. Now, I want to start making this a much smaller part of the mix, you know? So you guys have probably seen me do this before. I think there's a couple things that I'm considering to make this smaller. And I think one of them is monoing it, you know? And then another thing, we might be, you know, trying to like vinyl process it a little bit, shave away a bit at the EQ a little bit. So let's just start with mono, see how that sounds. Now this feels a lot more sampled, like, right? And then vinyl. Let's also play with the positioning of this. Okay, so I feel like we still haven't quite found our positioning. It might even come in on the 1 over here. Are we even in the right key signature? This is a good question. And I feel like we don't want this to be like a huge part. We want to like bum bum. Yeah. Now, the cutoff of that is a little bit awkward. We might actually be throwing on our own reverb on this to really help it, like, finish out nicely. Vocal pop hall, maybe. I'm also curious, what if we pitch this down? Like, it's at +5 steps right now. What if we went -7? Oh, there we go. That is heavenly. Okay, wow, we really worked for that one, but I think it's beautiful, you know? All right, let's bring this back. Maybe we will. Like, I haven't decided on the placement of this yet. Maybe over here. Let's try it over here. Okay, bringing it back. See, I'm still not entirely convinced on this placement of this. I know I want this to be a key element of this, but we gotta figure out where we're entering with it. Yeah, okay, I think that's my favorite placement of that so far. Okay. And we gotta figure out what we're going into here. It feels like we've set up for a good, like, solo section. I'm kind of thinking little solo section to fill this out. And we're keeping it very uneven. We're not going, like, 8 bars. We're going 6 bars at a time, you know, which is it's kind of nice because it breaks what people are anticipating. People are so used to 4-bar loops, you know? So, you know, let's keep them kind of floating through this, you know? What's up, Super Ass Beats? How's it going, dude? He's like deep thought typey. Yeah, you know? I'm with you on that. I'm with you. You know, I like making beats to contemplate too, right? It's yeah. Deep thought typey. Do I want to come in with my own piano solo over this? It's been a while since I've just like busted out piano. Alright, I gotta warm up my hands here. We're gonna get into with some piano, I think. What kind of piano though? Because I like to do kind of two things sometimes. Sometimes I'm going for hyper realism and warmth, and for that I'm usually reaching for soft piano by Spitfire Audio in their Labs VST. Aside from that though, another great free piano you guys can all get, Red Tape Piano. Which is from Decent Sampler. It's in the Decent Sampler plugin, another free plugin, which is a very bright, upright piano that has a lot of rich realism to it. Now, sometimes I like to sample warm piano in the background, but I will reach for that super bright piano so that it feels like this very separated element, right? But sometimes I'm going for something that is going to blend with the warmth of the sample material. I haven't really decided where I'm going with this yet. Let's decide though. Let's bust out Labs. Okay, I want to make this piano very glossy. And I'm thinking like a couple things. I'm thinking some reverb on this is gonna, you know, really open this up. But I'm also thinking a little bit of compression on it, kind of squeeze it a little bit. You know, there's a lot of rich sound in this. You can really hear it on that note. So it's way too much. This might be too much of a reverb, right? But let's pull out our LA2A. There's some good stuff in here. Okay. Let's just hear what we recorded back, see what we liked, see what we want to keep, see what we're going to move on from. Trade off there, right? Ah, man, that's great. Now this could use some tweaking and whatnot. What if instead of like, you know, this type of compression, this like normal compression with the LA2A, what if we did try to blast it through some OTT? We should try. It's probably going to be way too intense. And in fact, if we're going to do this, we might turn off that reverb. Let's just see what this feels like. Way too much. All right, do a little bit of A/B testing. I don't know, that LA2A has some warmth to it. Maybe we can get a little bit of guitar counterpoint. Get some like jazz guitar, doing a little bit of countering. Contact 7. I'm gonna use a free guitar in here. I believe it's called like Shreddage or something. Stratus. Yeah, Stratus 3.5. Free. Go download it. It's a free, you know. Let's see. There should be a good, yeah, modern jazz or mellow jazz. I can't remember which one I like. Let's try, well, let's preview them. Hey, what's up, Colors? Yo, dude, how's it going, man? You got here for a very chill beat, man. It's a little bit more warm. We'll try this. All right. Curious. Okay, there we go. Do it. Yes. We're doing it, man. Let's something like that. I don't know. But yeah, Color says I'm doing okay. Kind of tired of university and people. No, I get you on that, man. No, I feel you. I don't know about you, but I feel like college got easier the more that I was in college. The courses got harder, but it got easier for me, you know? It takes some time to adjust. I certainly don't envy you, but I kind of do. College was fun, to be honest. So this is sounding pretty cool, and I think I've got a kind of a good idea of what I'm doing here. But this sounds so dry. Like, I think we're gonna need to do a couple things here. Okay, so I want to pull out a specific reverb that I just love on these jazz guitars. It's in Guitar Rig. But more specifically, it's like Guitar Rig 6 Master Effects or something. Yeah, I forget is it Guitar Rig Effects or Master Effects? I can't quite remember. Let's pull this out and see. But yeah, man, this beat is just like, it's so good. I want to really take my time with this and really make sure that it is glossy and beautiful and just everything that I want. Okay, airverb. Oh, you see, now this feels so much more wet and interesting. And I think we're going to really play around with some delays, maybe. Let's just get this in place, though. But yeah, I think this is going to run counter to this little piano part. Let's bring it back over here. Beautiful. All right, so we got this. Pretty simple. We're gonna clean this up a little bit. But yeah, let's see. Ah, that's beautiful. But yeah, Color says, I just hate group projects. I had a little stupid situation and a lot of miscommunication with a group I was working with for like 2 weeks now. We just had our midterm like 2 days ago. Oh, yeah, I certainly don't envy you. Yeah, he says, it went well, but 2 students from my group, they didn't like I made a whole instrumental and how the other student mixed everything for the final version of the song. Dude, that's rough. That's rough. But I'll tell you, like, look, they are purposefully making you do group projects, right? Like, purposefully. Like, they are forcing you to work with others because in the long run, you know, you're going to have to work with others. And so much of, like, what I do as a producer and mix engineer is honestly less about the actual music creation and more about being able to kind of, like, keep the peace and keep us on track and keep us pointed towards the best version of what we're doing, right? And I think a lot of that comes down to communication skills and kind of like, you know, being able to express, like, I think there's a better way of doing this without stepping on people's toes. and almost to some degree being able to convince people that yes, there's a better way we can do this, and let me show you, but it's also part, it's give and take as well, because I think that, just as, you have to be good at communicating to others and being able to kind of work in that capacity, it's also about being able to hear what others are telling you about, how this sounds or how this went, or, but yeah, I feel like at the end of the day, especially if you do start working with like, in more higher levels where maybe you are like working one-on-one with an artist, maybe you are mixing down for an artist, maybe you are the producer and mix engineer and you're like wearing all these hats, like you'll find that when you are working in like creative groups like that, like the best people to work with, I think, really come into the situation with a real lack of ego, right? And it's like everybody's on the same page. Everybody has the same understanding of like, it doesn't matter who had the idea. At the end of the day, the best idea wins, right? So I don't know. It's just things to think about. But yeah, he says, what I meant to say is that they didn't like the instrumental I made, and they hated how the other student mixed everything for the final version of the song. Oh no. That's rough, man. That's rough. Well, I mean, yeah, so sometimes you miss the mark too. And that can also be kind of tough. Like it almost feels like rejection almost, right? If you make something creative and you like, and people aren't vibing with it, and then suddenly you're feeling like, oh, I did a bad job. No, really, it doesn't matter. I think what matters more than like the instrumental that people didn't like, what matters more is how you react to that, What matters more is what you choose to do next, whether that's, oh, let me make a new instrumental from scratch, or if it's like, okay, well, tell me more about like what's not vibing here. Let's think about it. Let's pick it apart, But at the end of the day, man, I'm not gonna lie, it's not all on you. Sometimes you get a group that just is not vibing, right? So, yeah, like Close saying exactly, yeah. It's tough, man, but this is honestly like, I think what you'll find at the end of the day when it comes to working professionally in music, it's actually not so much about like the talents you possessed, because there are so many talented people. I could throw a rock any which direction on the internet and hit a talented person. What it comes down to more at the end of the day is, who do you want to sit next to for 6 hours while you guys bang out these projects, And I would just encourage you to really like give that some thought, and like, because honestly, I feel like the people that go the farthest in music are the ones that are the easiest to work with, But yeah, he says, yeah, also they send me like shitty recordings they made. Yeah, well, sometimes you got to work with what you're given. Says like everything was out of tempo. One student recorded guitars and the other vocals, and it was just hard to work with. I tried my best to fix it. Oh, yeah. So like one piece of advice, if you ever are uncertain if like timings are correct, and quite honestly, I need to get better about this, but I think what's smart is when you are loading things into your project, after you've gotten everything in the project, like in the project file, bounce a version of it and send it back to whoever sent it to you, and just ask them, is this all aligned right, Because if not, then that kind of opens up a conversation. Then you can say, oh, by the way, I need you to export the stems like this, like that, could you resend that? Or like, like, oh, it's just this guitar tracking's a little off. Gotcha. Let me rebounce that. And then, before you dive into 6 hours of work, make sure that the person that sent it to you, like, checks it. But, at the end of the day, though, there's going to be people that drive you up the wall, with like stuff like that, like sending 1,000 guitar trackings that don't line up, And, even then it's like, how do you be diplomatic in these situations? And I feel like, yeah, working in music professionally, it does require a lot of diplomacy, and this is why they're making you guys work on group projects, like is trying to force you to get that experience of having to be diplomatic in a creative space, but yeah. And he says, and one thing they always told me is that make it professional. I don't understand anymore. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. I've gotten feedback like that, and my approach to situations like that is to just inquire more. Like, what do you mean professionally? Like, what exactly is lacking here? And yeah, people might step all over you in trying to explain it, but that's where, kind of removing your ego from the situation and just being able to really because at the end of the day, I think people say things that feel hurtful sometimes, right? But maybe they don't mean to be hurtful, or maybe they do, but at the end of the day, they mean something specifically, and it's kind of up to you to pull that out of them. Like, yes, but what exactly do you mean by that? Does it sound MIDI? Does it sound too dry? Or it's being able to, dude, sometimes trying to get feedback from people is like pulling teeth, So I don't know but it's interesting to talk about, because I feel like so many people are so hung up on what my beats sound like. My beats. I've got the best beats in the world. Everybody loves my beats. I'm the best, and it's like, at the end of the day, good beats can only carry you so far. Like, it's more of everything else that really seals the deal and, makes somebody want to hire you again, It's how likable are you? How easy are you to just work with to get to the best solution? But anyways, I'm ranting at you. I will at least acknowledge that, dude, group projects can be super stressful sometimes, All right, let's dive back into this. I'm ranting and yapping at you guys, but I love it. That's what I love to do. That's why I like to make beats live on stream, so I can yap at you guys. Because, I can only yap at Mrs. Tap so much before she's, All right. Let's get a little delay going here. Get this straightened out. That bend sounded weird. That was totally accidental, Yeah. Hey, Signature has a good point here. Music is so subjective. You can't please everyone. That's so true, man. That's the thing, is I feel like sometimes when somebody tells you they didn't like the work that you did, I think it's healthy to acknowledge that music is subjective, and just because this person doesn't like what you did doesn't mean that you made bad music, but I digress. That's where it's you really got to get good at kind of separating your and that's where I feel over time it gets easier, because after you've gotten 1,000 projects under your belt that you have absolutely crushed and people have praised you for, you feel so much more confident brushing off, when somebody's wow, that was dog shit, you're whatever, man. Fine, we don't have to work anymore. That's fine. But no, I honestly haven't had too many experiences like that, though. I've been lucky enough to, like, I don't know, work with pretty agreeable people, to be honest. But, you know. Alright, let's see. I'm just curious if we slowed down the rate right there. Interesting. Okay. Now we did get this weird like bend down from dropping that a little bit earlier. What if we did it right on the change? Yeah. But yeah, I see Color says the problem is that one student that was in my group, she barely knows anything about DAWs, and it's just so hard to work with a person that constantly keeps telling you, oh, this sounds better in Ableton, it sounds shit in Pro Tools or Logic. What? That's weird. That's where I would be like, well, let's look at your project file. Why is that the case? These should all sound the same in every DAW. Like, you know, I don't know. That doesn't make much sense to me. You know, honestly, I feel like when people tell you this sounds better in this DAW, yeah, that's a red flag that you're talking to somebody that doesn't know what they're talking about. But, you know. But again, like I said, it's all about diplomacy. I work with people all the time that don't know what the hell they're doing, you know? But it's like I said, it's kind of like pulling teeth sometimes, trying to figure out, like, is this what you want? Or is this what you like? Or is this what needs to change? And if you can be inquisitive and diplomatic enough, I think you can usually figure it out without, you know, too much stress or anguish, you know? But no, I got you. That is a silly thing. This sounds better in Ableton. Yeah, that's kind of a red flag. I'm not going to lie. Okay, these guitars could really come down. That's interesting. So we do get this little like pitch bend thing going there. But I'm kind of down with that, you know? I like that. All right. Oh, you're good, Colors. And honestly, this is why I do these live, so I can yap with you about things that I feel like matter a lot, you know? Now, there's something that I kind of want to play with here, because quite honestly, I don't like that this guitar chases what the piano is doing so closely, you know? I feel like this might work a little bit better if we kind of change where this is at. So you see like this little walk up right here on the piano is right where this note comes in. Like, let's try to change this so that it, you know, gels a little bit better. Do we want guitar before or after? Maybe after, as kind of like an echo. So like, maybe like this. That actually feels so much better. And then another instrument over here. What if we got like some wind chimes bringing us back around? We'll probably bring them back into all of this. But we'll probably come in stacked with one more instrument this time around. But yeah, I want to just real briefly like get like a, oops, not a MIDI track. Get like a wind chime or something. Let's go see if we've got a good wind chime. Or just chimes. I'm sure that there's like a somatic stem somewhere. In what project file though? Yes, this is what I'm looking about. Like, this is what I'm talking about, man. Just like some nice like little chimes like this. Let's unwarp that. Okay, we might want to actually like bring that in like that. Ooh, yeah. Dude, that's good. But yeah, Color says, also, I probably understand that I kind of got mad at those two students. So yeah, that wasn't really nice of me to do. They were also mad at me and another student. Yeah, man, I you know, this is really like what it's about. Hey, young spammer, how you doing, man? Hey, thanks for the sub. Yeah. What you know about eating Pop-Tarts? Can't afford the toaster strudels? Oh, yeah, no, I've been there. Man, what do you know about late nights with Mr. Noodles? What? I'll tell you what, cheap meal that I really enjoy. Just fry up an egg, throw it in some top ramen. Good protein, cheap ass meal. It's good. Although eggs nowadays, I don't know, in this economy, fuck. It's a rich man's meal. Mr. Noodles is like the cheapest ramen. Is it like... Oh, it's in Canada. Oh, okay, I was gonna say, I'm not... I'm not used to Mr. Noodles. It sounds familiar. Mostly what we got here is like top ramen. It's like 10 cents per ramen packet. But yeah. Colors is like, so yeah, Tap, I'm an unprofessional garbage producer. No, but like, dude, okay, here's the thing though. This is the whole point of the group project, right? It's so that, like, genuinely, like, and this is where this will come so much easier after like a lot more experience. But being able to have somebody tell you, I think what you made was garbage, and then being able to pick up the pieces and actually deliver on it. That's what it's like to work professionally in music, quite honestly. You know? That's really what it's about. It's about being able to be diplomatic, to be able to kind of remove self from the equation, and to be able to just get to the best version of whatever it is, even when you're working with some egotistical asshole. You know? Because, hey, sometimes you might run into them. But also, you know what's great about working in music is you get to decide who you want to work with. Like, if you're just, like, not vibing with somebody, I go, no, thank you. I don't think we're a good match. No, thanks. You know? I had to tell somebody that the other day. Oh, my gosh. There was this guy. He had a, like... some crazy album, 32-track album, right? And he wanted it in Inquire, And I was like, look, I'd be down to do this, but I want you to pay me one track at a time. I don't want to like sign on for all of this and, charge you like thousands and thousands of dollars up front. I want to do one track at a time to see if we work well together, right? And this guy had I only said that because this guy had demands. He was like, so I'm going to need you to sign a contract that you're going to mix all 32 tracks of this album. And if you fail to mix all 32 tracks of this album, that you have to pay me back 100% of the money that I paid you. And I was like, yeah, I don't think I want to do that. And yeah, he was like talking about like even boasting how he had 2 mix engineers already fail at this task. And like he was like boasting it. And he was like asking all sorts of random ass questions about specific plugins that I don't even use. And I was just like, okay, this guy's clearly like kind of an asshole. Like he was boasting about how he made 2 mix engineers quit. And I was like, well, that's a red flag. Also, I'm not going to accept this project if I'm not going to sign a contract like that. So I just told him, I don't think we're a good fit. Sorry. And he basically called me a pussy for not taking his garbage ass deal. And I was just like, I'm sorry, man. I'm not, planning to, commit to a 32 track album and mix for nobody else this year and tie myself to you, who seems very difficult to work with. I don't know. It's okay to tell people no. It's okay to turn down jobs sometimes. I'd say choose your battles wisely, All right. Sorry, I've been yapping at you guys. Let's keep it moving. It's fun, though. I like talking with you. Yeah, people are crazy, man. Why would you boast that, you made 2 mix engineers quit? Why would you tell a mix engineer, yeah, these guys, totally, abandoned ship on me. They said I was too demanding. They said that I was unreasonable. And I'm like, wow, okay. I'm starting to get a gist of, what kind of person you are. Why would you admit that to me? That you 2 mix engineers literally paid back everything because they signed his contract, apparently got 3 mixes in and decided this guy's crazy and unreasonable and demanding and kind of an asshole. And he told me all of this. And I was like, yeah, I don't think we're going to be a good fit. And he called me a pussy. And I was like, all right, dude. Good luck. So, yeah. You don't have to accept every job that comes your way. Yeah, wow. All right. Now, what do we want to do for this section? Let's get this dressed in how we want it. I want this to kind of come in a little bit earlier. Was there something on the tail end of this? Yeah, there was. There we go. Yeah, good luck. Oh my god, he was furious. I'm like, well, what do you want from me, man? You certainly didn't sell this project on me. You're really bad at selling this. I don't know, man. Jesus Christ. Yeah. But yeah, he struck me as the type of person who would say, this sounds like dog shit in Pro Tools. I'm only going to work with you if you use Ableton, or whatever. I don't know. He sounds like somebody who had opinions that made no sense, right? Thank you, Colors. I appreciate that. That's why people like to work with me, man. Which, by the way, if any of you guys want me to be your producer or mix engineer, I have my email listed in the description. Shoot me an email. I'd love to talk to you guys. You know, I'd love to get on your next project, you know? So, yeah, reach out if you guys need it, you know? All right. Sorry, I've just been like listening and contemplating and listening. I feel like we might get one more little element of sampled material. Something like something like a trumpet lick or something. Let's move this over a little bit. Yeah, let's Ooh, and I think I know what I want to put here underneath. And in fact, this could go through the whole song. I'm just not sure. But I want some nice snare brushes. Stuff like that. I think I just got one today that is going to fit the bill. Let's try it. Let's see. Drums. Okay. I'm not sure how I liked this, though, in the beginning here. The timing of this felt awkward. See, like that. Like, this came early, that came late. This just didn't work. But over here, once it drops in, this sounds pretty cool. Timing issues. I'm just not sure about that. We could try a different snare brush. Maybe a different brush. I know I've got more brush. Do I, though? Does AJ Hall have any brushes? No. Oh, I typed crush. What am I? I'm being silly, guys. I'm being a silly guy. This is what I was looking for. Okay. Now, what if we really brought this down? Really background stuff, you know? Yeah, crush. Now, there was some cool, like, cymbal stuff. Like, what if we used that freeform a little bit? Woo! Steve, more like Potato Eve? What? Oh, dude. See, I'm just not sure. I feel like if we introduce this, we're gonna have to have this through the whole song. What if we took this same EQ cut and we applied it down here? Maybe we open it a little bit. Okay, now you'll notice that this isn't a 4-bar phrase, but we're in a 3-bar phrase, basically. We're doing 12 instead of 16. Turn down this there we go. He's like, read these, Tap. I'm just being silly. People call me a Billy. You're being a silly Billy is what you're saying? I'm shocked. I'm shocked, Nix. How could you? Breaking news, everybody. Colors is a very silly man. Alright. Let's I feel like this is a vibe, honestly. Now let's see how this feels. Let's put this right here. Yeah. Okay, we're getting places. We might even borrow this wind chime. Hell yeah. Dude, this is sounding fleshed out. I feel like this one might need to come in a little bit sooner. Oh, dude, this is nice. I think we need more of this string in the second go around. Oh man, yeah. The color says tap. We need to talk again. I had a lot of fun talking to you. Of course, man. We definitely should. I'd be down, man. It has been a minute, hasn't it? Let's see where we want to put these strings. Maybe over here. Now I'm like kind of thinking, is this the right pitch that we want this at? Oh, that's probably the better pitch. Okay, what am I doing, man? I'm changing things. Good God. If my wife ends up making a highlight of this beat, I know I'm going to just drive her up the wall with how much I'm flip-flopping here. Yeah, shout out to Mrs. TapDaddyBeats. She makes all those awesome beat making videos that you guys see on my channel. She edits all of those down. God, she makes those like really nicely too. I love watching those. Ah, that's beautiful. I'm thinking like we could have like a trumpet playing counterpoint to all this. Oh. Go into this, dude. What? That's amazing. Maybe we end on some like trumpet doodles and stuff. Yeah. Yes, shout out to Mrs. TapDaddyBeats. VIP, absolutely. Okay, and we'll like fade on this guy. Dude, I know I've spent like pretty much today's entire session on this track, but I am really in love with what this track is, you know? This is going to be something special. This is where we can have like a nice trumpet like playing us out. We'll start to fade there. Guys. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. This is so beautiful. It should be illegal. All right. Let's go digging for some trumpets. I hope we find something, man. I want to find something really golden for this. Not quite. Meh. There's some piano in the background. Probably filter it out a little bit though, because this is honestly so loud and harsh. This could be the ticket though, but Jesus Christ, look at that fat ass wave. All right. Here's what we're gonna do. Let's get our vinyl filter out. And hopefully this will make it a little less harsh, you know? Okay, that's gonna be a wrong note. That's not gonna work. See, like this note's okay. It's just this guy. It's just this guy, yeah. Yeah, that reverb, right? I know. Dude, that vocal pop hall is like my go-to for brass, you know? Okay, let's get that. Let's zoom in very closely here. Let's see kind of. I think that's about it. Oh. Ooh, me when I'm having a bad day type trumpet. Absolutely. Oh my God. Man, I feel like during one of the worst periods of my life, I would wake up every morning and I would listen to Frank Sinatra. And this is what that kind of reminds me of. I used to be terribly addicted to pills, terribly addicted to stimulants. I would wake up, I would pop a few pills, start chugging coffee, and listen to Frank Sinatra and just simmer in my own gloom. And it was a terrible time, man. But like, you know, there is something very comforting about like this sort of noir, you know, this sort of like jazz noir. That's honestly why I don't know, I've always been really into jazz. This is why I've got the Rat Pack behind me. I don't know if you guys can see. I've got you can't really see it, but that poster behind me is Frank Sinatra and the Rat Pack. But yeah. Oh man, so glad I'm not there anymore, you know? So I'm kind of thinking like we could go ahead and start doing a little bit of spacing of things, you know? Yeah, we'll move that. Colors is like, actually stop popping pills. Yeah, for real though. Oh, there we go. Trying to figure out what comes next here. There we go. But yeah, I see Color says, my sibling lost a 6-year-old friendship because my sibling's friend chose alcohol instead of friendship. Boy, I've definitely, I'll tell you this, it's tough going through addiction because all of the friends that you surround yourself with are also suffering from that same addiction. And so in order to leave that lifestyle, you have to walk away from everybody that you have known, basically. And honestly, all of the friends that I still have from that time period are people that have also gotten clean and that we talk often, you know? It's a tough time, man. There are people that I used to consider like a brother to me that I have no idea if they're still alive anymore because I haven't heard from them and I don't plan to see them anytime soon. And the last time that I spoke to them, they were living a very dangerous lifestyle, you know? It's sad, man. It's very sad. It is earth-shattering. Where can we put this? Yeah, Sinatra had some amazing arrangers, Nelson Riddle being one. Oh, nice! Yeah, man, man. I love some Sinatra. It just makes me feel good, you know? Yeah, maybe we don't need a trumpet right there. Sorry, it's taken me so long for me to come to that conclusion. I'm kind of wading through this track, really taking my time, really trying to make it feel, you know, as good as I possibly can. Something like that. I'll probably, you know, shorten that down a little bit. But damn, do we have a complete beat here? I think we've got something. I want to make sure that I'm like feeling absolutely great with this, but let's listen to it back. But yeah, it's kind of crazy how addiction can ruin friendships, Absolutely, man. It's tough. Dude. This is so good, guys. Oh. Yes, it's the type of beat that you would want to listen to while it's raining outside. Nice warm cup of coffee or tea. Absolutely, man. Yeah. Guys, we did it. This is so beautiful. I think I'm on song 959. God, those ride cymbals really add so much life to this track. That is just amazing. Man, okay, let's try to make one more today. But damn, I just gotta thank all of you guys for hanging out with me here while I made this beautiful, like, this is so good. This is like a very like nostalgic, very like happy, sad. Yeah. All right. I think, you know, speaking of a hot cup of coffee, I'm going to grab myself a hot cup of coffee and I'll be like 2 seconds. I'll play this, guys, for you again. I don't know about you guys. I'm not tired of hearing this. I want to hear it again, but I'll get to hear it a lot. So I'm just going to play this for you guys while I go get some more coffee. I'll be right back. 2 seconds. All right, I am back. I am so back. But yeah, Colors was saying, dude, this is my comfort. Just watching you make chill music, lovely. Thank you, thank you. This is my favorite part of the week, making music in front of you guys. Oh, man. Let's try to get one more in. We've got about 50 minutes left of stream. I'm kind of thinking maybe we make one for the rappers next, or I'm not sure what we're going to do. But we will certainly see. Let's just dive into it. New live set. I've got a hot cup of coffee here. And let's see what we get up to. Let's start by sifting through some sample material, kind of getting an idea of like what we might like to chop. You know, what we might, you know, we could do like one of these like samples, see if we find like a soul sample or something. Start from the bottom. That feels like it's screaming for a drum break, but I feel like I wouldn't be able to take it too many places, you know? Let me get a drum kit out. So I've been really enjoying this drum kit. You guys have probably been hearing me use this a lot. Let's just use that. Why not? Boy, I actually had a good amount in there. And, you know, I've kind of gotten used to how I like to process this. I usually like to mono it, EQ, roll off the tops, really cut the tops, you know. Okay. Let's get our utility out. But yeah, everybody's talking about the new Playboi Carti album. Is it a good album? Is it bad? I don't know. I honestly haven't been paying attention. And part of it's just because I don't really listen to Playboi Carti, but but I am always curious what people are vibing with. There we go. And 161.5, that's exactly what we were at last time. What the fuck? Are we just hitting all these like 80 BPM kind of tracks? Let's change that. This could be fun. Let's just by region, we'll do this. maybe 32 is going to be the ticket here. We'll see. But yeah, Color Say, me neither. I just kind of looked at it, listened to it. It has some interesting songs, but it's not my cup of tea. That's fair. You know, honestly, his stuff is so bizarre. I don't know. That's kind of one that boggles me. I'm not quite sure. But, you know, it's like there's stuff that's like very Cardi influenced that I think is pretty cool production, you know. But yeah, if there's one artist that makes me feel old as fuck and out of touch, it's Playboi Carti. Absolutely. Yeah, let's actually maybe slow this down. Maybe we do it at, 160 or something. The sample is like super loud. Okay. Oh. I don't know. Like, there's a lot of. I feel like this is one of those samples where it's just like it's almost made too much for chops, you know? Where it's like, I really love taking like obscure chops and kind of like creating something out of it. But I feel like if I was to try to experiment too much with this and, like get all chopped apart, I would just ruin a good thing. This is just like a good thing. So maybe this is going to be less about like, transformation and more about like affirming what this good thing is, Let's not overthink it. Let's just make a fun beat for somebody to like just wrap their mind out on. It's going to be fun. Because what we've got going for us right now is kind of this chopped feel. We can experiment with the BPM of it. So this is 80, but we've pitched it down, right? So it's... Yeah, that's pretty much like, all the slices in order. The fact that we have these chopped and we're not just like playing it out, kind of like, like look at that. We're not doing anything too crazy, right? TapDaddy Unk mode. Hey, I'm always in Unk mode. Make sure we get all these velocities right. See, I'm not too concerned with these offbeats, right? Kind of nice that it comes behind the snare a bit. That one felt a little odd. Okay. Like, I don't know, maybe we'll get funky on a bass line or some shit. And then we could, like, EQ out the bottom of this. Yeah, let's just mess with it. We're just having fun on this one. We already got our serious beat out of the way today, guys. Colors is like, I'm waiting for my Unk mode status. Oh, you'll get there. You'll get there. I don't know, man. Maybe you already are there, How old do I have to be 30 to 40? You don't have to be 30 to 40. You just have to be tired of this shit, Let's grab our deluxe lo-fi bass guitar. gonna be fun. But yeah. Oh, Color says I'm actually turning 20 next month. Hell yeah, dude. That's what's up. That's what's up. Oh, yeah, we're getting places, man. That's gonna be good. Favorite sausage? Boy, honestly, I'm not sure there's like really like a type of sausage that, but I'll tell you what I cook with a lot is hot Italian sausage. Little life pro tip. If you use hot Italian sausage when making hamburger helper, much better than just using hamburger. Trust, it is so good. Nice. We gotta get rid of some of these clicks in these chops. There we go. Now, I've got to at least try this. I'm just curious what this sample material would sound like through some OTT. There's way too much highs. I don't know, that's like way too messy, Probably not the vibe. Alright, let's keep it moving along. That could be interesting. It's a little airy, but this whole track is like super airy. I don't think it's gonna matter too much. Maybe. There's some fun stuff going on there. Color says, I'm going to make a song out of your words again. It's like last time. Because you say some funny stuff all the time. Fair enough, man. Sample away. Didn't like that last note. Yeah, super airy. Okay, definitely not these guys. Okay, let's keep it moving. Maybe this guy. Just color by number. All right, let's see what we got here. I'm just going all over the place with these notes, but you know, it's kind of fun. It's just not meant to be too serious. It's just kind of like, yeah, it's just feeling good. Hold up, bells, yes. Like, I like this. Now, the timing of that could be changed. Not a huge fan of this back here. I'm happy, Type B, yes. All right, let's actually like zero in on this. What do we want to do here? So let's decide what we like, what we don't like. Like this. I feel like these could maybe serve as more counterpoint than where it's placed right now. Hey, what's up, Mars? How you doing, man? Good to see you. Hell yeah. How's your morning going, dude? Let's move these around a little bit. So I'm thinking we'll take these guys and let's instead like move them over here. Just like making a wacky beat right here. I think we're gonna cut off these guys, right? And we will kind of move away from all that, I think. Yeah, let's just get rid of these guys. Cut this guy. We're getting rid of these guys. There we go. There we go. Yeah. Waking up, first coffee. Hell yeah, man. I'm on like my 4th. And I got a big mug too. Hell yeah. So I'm thinking, let's like really bring this down. Make it more of the background. Now this guy is leaning left. Let's make him lean even more left. This guy's leaning even more right. There we go. Yeah, and then we need to get the TapDaddyBeats, you know? And I think we need some sort of transition point. Lovely. Let's really turn these down. See, we want this to like gel, right? And so much of it is just about gain staging, just the volume of things, you know? Whoo, yeah. But yeah, Color says, I just realized that panning makes such a difference. I always leave a lot of my mixes in the center. Ah, naughty. You're leaving stuff in center. No, honestly, there's nothing wrong with leaving things in center. But it's like when everything you make is just dead center. It's like your music feels like it is over there rather than surrounding you, you know? Just, I don't know. You can make it so much more immersive, you know? But yeah, I don't know. I like it. I feel like panning is one of the real big building blocks of, you know, mixing. So I don't know. But yeah, Mars saying I'm just mellowing out right now, getting in that zone. Hell yeah, man. I'm hoping this is you know, a good beat to start your day. Could like sample like a little trumpet over in this section. I want a trumpet here, but I don't know if we got one that's gonna fit the bill. Let's see. I think a little tiny like muted trumpet would sound really cool. Potentially. I feel like we might want to play around with this a little bit. Oh my god, look how fat this audio signal is. No, thank you. Color's got the bars, man. How about tuba? Now, Mars is a man of class. How about we have a, you know, nice middle ground of sousaphone? So that second one doesn't sound good, but I like how this one sounds. Color's like, read this. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, looking like Dumbledore. You are a silly guy, my man. You guys got the bars though. Yeah, theremin. Oh yeah, there we go. If we want to get a little spooky with it. Ah, yeah, there we go. Okay, guys, we are doing it. Ah. So that's a +1. All right, I'll tell you guys what we're gonna do. We're gonna highlight all of this. We're gonna delete it. No, I'm kidding. We're gonna scoot it. We're gonna scoot. We're gonna go yoink, and then we are going to grab this guy. I think we want to grab these trumpets, and there we go. Double dorp? There we go. Hell yeah, this is a real double dorp type beat. I've been really having fun today breaking from 4/4. Like, and this is 4/4. It's just like the way that we're structuring these bars is very kind of sporadic, you know? Which is fun. I feel like people could have fun rhyming this. Come up with some kind of interesting rhyme patterns to match what's going on in the beat. That'd be sick. And I think we need a little fill or something for this section. Let's figure out how we want to process these this trumpet. Because I kind of like the dryness of it. I do want to hear it glossed up with a little bit of reverb. Just enough to like keep it open and feeling good, you know? Let it breathe. Hell yeah. Okay. Woo. Oh, man. Okay, dude, yeah. Color's got the bars. Vinyl noise? Oh, we got plenty of that in the sample material, so I'm kind of avoiding it. Because you'll hear, like, so much vinyl in that. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, I got kind of an idea. Let's get the steel tab. Yes, this is what I was looking for. This is going to be perfect for this, actually. So, here we go. No, colors, you need to just record that, is what you need to do. I don't know. See, I'm just going on these like melodies where I'm just like walking around, you know, aimlessly. It just kind of, and you know, that's kind of the vibe with this track. So it's kind of fun. I don't know. See, now that was actually pretty golden, but I want this to come in over here. Oh, yeah. Featuring Dumbledore on the mic. Okay. Guys, we've pretty much got an idea here. Let's hear this back. We might do a little bit of touch up, but honestly, I like this being like kind of this small idea of just like this kind of like whimsical lo-fi beat, you know? These are like such goofy melodies, man. They're just like all over the place. These are some drunk ass melodies, man. And I think like over here is where we start to fade it. So like we'll like take this, right? Well, there we have it, guys. Damn. That was a nice, lovely little lo-fi track. Yeah, Colors, you are officially a rapper now. Congratulations. Top 10 rappers Eminem is too afraid to diss. Oh, man. Looking for action in Dumbledore fashion. Oh, dude. Wow. We got some real poets in chat, man. Oh, guys. We killed this. This was awesome. All right. We got to save this. What are we on? Song 960? Oh, I should like let it play before I start. It might take a while to save. But then I want to go back and hear that first song that we made today. Oh my god, we made a really beautiful one at the beginning of stream. Oh, poets, yes. Wordsmiths. Wordsmithery. All right. Well, damn, guys. We just made a really sick lo-fi beat. All right. I think I've heard this enough. Let's jump back to that last one we did. I want to hear it. I just want to hear what it sounds like now that we've given ourselves a chance to kind of like reset, you know? We've cleansed our ear palates, and now I'm ready to hear if the song that I made at the beginning of stream is actually as good as I think it is. Because I'm not gonna lie, I was really vibing with this first one, and we'll see if it still holds up. Let's check it out. We were just talking about Frank Sinatra when making this, actually. Mars, you're right on the money. Glad you picked up on that. Dude, this is so lovely. I might tighten up this end. We'll see. You know, I'm gonna play around with this a little bit. But I'm very proud of this song. I really, this like gets me right in my soul, man. I like this song. Oh my gosh. Thank you guys so much for hanging out for a really sick studio session. This was such a fun, this was such a fun stream. You guys are awesome. And yeah, if any of you guys want beats, I've got my beat stars listed below. If you guys want to work with me, if you want me to be your producer or mix engineer, I've also got my email listed in the description. So, feel free to reach out if you guys want to work. I am a producer and mix engineer for hire. So, but damn. This was awesome. This was awesome. So I'm going to be live. Let's see. When am I going to be live next? On Twitch on Wednesday, reviewing music from you guys. I review music live on stream every Wednesday and Friday from our Twitch subscribers. So if you want to shop your music by me, want to hear my thoughts on your stuff, swing by the Twitch. Consider subscribing. Gives you access to our subscriber feedback queue for an entire month. We also do like beat battles and rap ciphers over there. It's a lot of fun. Yeah, go check out the Twitch for sure. And yeah, aside from that, mixing on Thursdays, Saturday morning cookups here on YouTube. Love it. I love it. It's so much fun. All right. Well, shit, this was such a great one. Thank you guys. Thank you, Mars, for hanging out. Thank you, Colors, for hanging out. Thank you. I don't know if Signature's still around. Appreciate you, Signature. All the people here, everybody. You guys are awesome. So I'll see you guys around. Peace out. Have a good one. Happy producing. Happy mixing. All that good jazz. Peace. Dope. Let's see if I can actually end the stream right this time. There we go.